Dear parents, as we all know, coding is trending nowadays. Television, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube are flooded with advertisements for coding. Also, the government has implied compulsory coding education 6th standard onwards. Due to this, you all might be having numerous questions in your mind like what is coding? Does my child really need this? Will it help him in the future? So I'm here to answer all your queries. First of all, we will understand what is coding. Coding is the machine language. This language is different from the languages we speak, like English, Hindi, Marathi, because it is made to instruct specific machines. For example, computer language, mobile language, language of automatic machines used in factories. We can communicate with machine through this coding language. Machines can also communicate with each other through this language. This is called IoT. In Japan, people communicate only in Japanese, but we don't understand it. So, it is a code language for us. In the same way, we can communicate with machine and vice versa, but we don't understand the language which is called coding. So, to learn coding means learning machine's language. Now, let's focus on the importance of coding. In this world, many things are happening automatically. For example, on Amazon, items get delivered to you at your doorstep. You pay bills online. More and more transactions are done via a non physical bank, that is, virtual banking. The company not owning a single car runs the biggest transportation business ever. People are connected all over the world from the comfort of their home. Many companies are offering work from home. This all is taking place due to effective coding. In the coming generation, automation sector will boom and almost 80% of jobs will be on the basis of coding. You all know that our education system has always given lesser importance to practical education and promoted mugging concept. We as a parent want our child to get highest paid jobs under some branded companies. But why? We never think of our child having their own brand. In foreign countries, practical education is of higher importance, due to which new researches, inventions take place. According to this study, schools in our country started introducing practical education into the curriculum. For example, craft making, DIY activities, science projects, drawing, sports, etc. But all these things don't make that much impact on our child's future. Considering ongoing trend to make your child future ready, coding is compulsory. This was realized by CBSE, ICSE, IB boards. Hence, they introduced robotics, coding language like C programming, Python, Java, HTML, etc. But in order to teach this, we need a technical expert or a practical lab setup, which is quite expensive. According to new education policy, coding is made compulsory for all boards. We still lack of technical experts in engineering colleges even after offering a pay scale of 50,000 to 1 lakh a month. So how is it possible for a school to get technical expert in such a low salary of 20,000 to 30,000 a month? It will take lots of time for awareness and practical implementation of coding in India. Now we will take a quick look on block and real coding. According to our Indian education system, coding comes into consideration only in higher standards. For example, first year engineering, first year BCA, first year graduation, and this coding is called object oriented coding. C++ is the basic language of coding. After learning this, other upcoming languages like HTML, Java, Python, etc. are easy to learn. While learning this real coding languages, children tend to develop logical reasoning, mathematical skills, decision making capacity, and problem solving skills. Coding decides how effectively a machine can work. In this coding language, there are commands for machines which follows syntax. Syntax are very important in coding. An effective use of commands is called coding skill. For example, how to use words in any language is a skill. So being expert in coding means expertising in a language. Another type of coding is block coding. In block coding, such commands are brought together to make a block. This block is made attractive and can hide many commands behind it. By connecting these blocks, something can be made out of it. For example, you visit Japan and you don't know Japanese. Then also, with the help of actions or gestures, you can communicate or get things done. This is block coding. Getting things done by doing gestures doesn't mean you know the language. In the same way, joining blocks and doing coding doesn't mean you learn the coding. Block coding can be grasped by children. Taking advantage of this, many have made it a money minting business. But remember, this block coding can't be used practically at any point of life. You won't find anyone who has done block coding and has become a great programmer. Block coding advertisements shows the picture of Mr. Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Sundar Pichai who have done exemplary work in the sector of coding. They have reached these heights by practicing real coding and not block coding. This block coding is just a trap for children and their parents. Real coding, for example, C, C++, can't be introduced to small children. Even if introduced, they might forget. And due to lack of knowledge of how to use it practically, they will lose interest in it. Keeping all these things in mind, Professor Garud, who has been teaching in the engineering field for more than 20 years, came up with the idea of practical coding. So that with the help of Practical Kit, it will be easy for kids to understand real coding and they can think beyond the screen. He designed the Practical Kit so that coding goes hand in hand with practicals for further interest. He hasn't used high level designing, rather, he has used easily available components in the market for better understanding. He tried to lay the foundation of real coding by giving online training of practical through simulator. He has also promised 100% money back guarantee if not happy with the course. He has divided this concept in 5 different levels in a cost effective manner so that the children at a younger age are benefited with engineering knowledge. These small kids of 4th or 5th standard are doing this project so well that they can compete engineering students. Garud Tech teaches real coding with practical. If enrolled, the practical kit gets delivered at your home. Once it is delivered, teaching takes place online. Each practical is taught online using simulator. Then kids are asked to perform same during the class. The kids need to write the code and perform the practical and send the video to the teacher. After the classwork, homework is allotted to students. Teacher assists the child in homework if she faces any difficulty doing it. Next session is scheduled only if the homework is submitted. After the completion of level 1, new doors of tech inventions open for your child. Your child can make school projects, science projects, DIY projects, etc. with the use of practical kit. This practical kit can be used for more than 100 projects and the microcontroller in it can be used 1000 times and at least for 5 years. Even after offering all this, y'all can claim 100% refund if not happy with the course. Thank you.